Well, guys, welcome to another
I
stream.
drifted so far, but the camera won't even go over there.
I'm doing a stream from Code Cup Series Sonic. If you were maybe familiar with this, we're going to put the cards on the tracks of which ones are open. The first one that's open is Chase Elliott's 25, Jeff Gordon's 24, Kevin Harvick's Ditech 4, Dale Jr.'s Confederate, well, red, white, and blue. And Brad Keselowski's 2. Joey Logano's 22. Danica Patrick's 10. Casey Kane's 5. Jimmy Johnson's 48. We have Dylan Hart Jr.'s nationwide paint scheme right over here. We're going to start putting it down here. Jimmy Johnson's other Lowe's car. And then we have an 8. And actually, we're going to throw the 8 in there just so we can have like Mark Martin throwback, and the 26 without the hood on the top. But we will throw in an extra one just because I can, and just because I want it to have, just because I want the series to have some awesome rules. So you can also, this season, you can also be, you also have a choice. You get it. You can also be the pace car this year. And also this year, you will get one more. You will also get more cars. Actually, there's 2 pace cars you can be. There's 2 pace cars you can choose to be as well.
Thankfully, my house is right here, so I can park this baby out.
Ready.
And I just crashed.
I studied that trick way more than any subject at school.
Picture. I want to see that. Yeah, I'll definitely see tomorrow. I seriously just said I wanted it, and then there we go. I got it.
So I'm also doing, so I'm watching JD NASCAR stream while streaming.
Still cards are taken. Alright. But anyway, that will do it.
So we have no cars taken, so I hope y'all actually enjoy this video because we're adding a special. Actually, no, that's all. That's all we're going to add for this series. We could have added the 88. We could have added another 88 to it, but we have 2 88s that you can sign up for. And to be honest, any pace car. Oh, we have the 10. You can actually have this as a show car. This will be the car. This is going to be the only track that they race on for every race for season 1. Because I don't have any other tracks, so this will be every race. So it's like a downhill series, but we're not doing like Daytona and Talladega and everything. But
the inside of my elbow.
this is going to be the only track that we do in this series. So we'll see who's the champion, who's not.
It wasn't really really much of a lucky thing as it was.
But
Normal with my Xbox.
let's go and see. Let's go ahead and see who comes and joins to get their first car. To get the first car. This, like I said, this is a show car, so it's gonna be sitting here. By the way, this is my Martinsville track that I built. But yeah. So we're just gonna wait to see who comes in here and gets their first car and gets them a car. And if the stream ends before you get you a car, don't worry, don't fret. You will still get a car.
That meteor was huge. Now push no meteor. Well, then what else could it be? Guys, I'm sure of two things. One, that someday I'll have one of my own show in Vegas. And two, that was a UFO. That was not.
If whatever cars are left after these sign-ups, you can also sign up a friend as well. You can sign up yourself and a friend, whatever you want. You can sign up anyone in this series. I don't mind anything. So it's okay with whatever you want to do. To be honest, I'm good with anything. So whatever you want to do, let's see what you do. Let's just wait and see who comes and who doesn't. We have all these cards. All these cards are open. I can put them just so you can see them better. I'm gonna turn the track. No, yeah, turn them real quick so you can see them. We're just gonna line them up here. Oh, okay. Okay, since that's not gonna work, we're just gonna line them up like we're gonna line them up in 4 and 4. Well, that's 5 and 5, but still, it fits. That's 5 and 5 and 5. Mine's a 5. We might do duels too. If you want a duel race, then you could actually have a duel race. But every race that we do is going to be lined up into segments. Just kidding, not segments. That would be stupid. I'm not the actual NASCAR. I'm not actual NASCAR, so I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, we're not gonna do that. But whoever comes in here, you can go ahead and pick them a car. I don't mind. So what's that? But I'm just doing this right here. Okay, let's just go ahead and listen to JD stream.
You want this?
While we're waiting.
Seriously, this is a treasure hunt.
Remember that Kevin Harvick's gonna be NASCAR champion never. And if y'all remember, there was this wreck back in. They were all going 3 wide, and all of a sudden,
yes, please.
let me show you this. They were all 3 wide. I'm just using this as a. I'm just using this as a.
I was just like, wow. He said,
but you see, at Texas Marsuway, they were kind of like this a little bit. And you see Brad go in the middle and just shake Jeff Gordon up a little bit. It
And
takes him to Speedway.
I said, I don't
He
collect
and
them
around one corner, you just see him go.
too much,
You
but I
just see
collect
him
them a
just
little bit.
spin.
And he said,
You see Jake Gordon
"Necklace
spin
is fine."
around.
So, yeah, like if you agree.
Then later, you kind of find out Brad would get salty about it and start a fight with him.
Yeah. You'd have been like, yeah. Oh, man.
Actually, I'm just gonna
I'll tell
line
you
it with
what,
this.
I didn't even have to fight for it. Every treasure hunt I was there was basically been given to me, or I don't know what. But anyway, but get this. After he gave me that treasure hunt, he told me of another Walmart that was not too far there, and he had basically stocked 2 cases of Wave 8 there. I'm not joking. He literally told me this. And I was just like, wow.
Just line them up
I
from
asked him,
Stuart
"Will you
Haas,
go over there?"
Penske, Hendrick,
He said yes.
and then the 8 and the 26.
Yeah.
But
That
there
is
we go.
basically an introduction to these 2 cars.
Oh,
And you saw I got these 2 cars in the video.
you see these? If
I
you see
also
this right
got a
here,
second one of
look at these right here. JD's cars. This is
that is the
amazing.
one car he was wanting, and he asked if I could
Those are
get
2
it.
cool cars that JD has.
And then he would pay me back later. So yeah, I mean, yeah.
That's awesome that he did that. That's awesome that he has those cars. But so if y'all are in here, go ahead and pick y'all a card. That's awesome if y'all can, and that's cool if you can, or awesome if you can.
You're making some NASCAR and in 1999 the Xfinity ones. They're customs. You want Larson, please get you Larson.
There we go.
Unfortunately, I can't do that, but I'm not at that store anymore. Yeah.
Let's see.
Anyway, I just found those 2 cars and I was like, I gotta grab them.
Let me show you the 2 different types of Jimmy John's we have. You see these 2.
So that's the reason we do that. But you're new to the channel. Thanks for joining Husky Gaming. I just want to let you know if you came here for Forza Horizon 4, I apologize.
These are the 2.
I just want to let you know that.
These 2 Jimmy John's are different. This one's the one of mine. This is my brother's. But here it is.
Enough about these. Let's move on to the other flea market stuff about.
There you go. And then we have that. So,
First off,
and then now start with the Dale Juniors. Dale Juniors, we have his Nationwide and his Nationwide. One is the red, white, and blue, and one's the 2016. This is the Chase scheme. If you don't see it, the Chase has yellow all over it.
And literally, the only thing wrong with the box is this corner right here. It looks like a mouse has chewed on it or something.
He's showing his other he's showing all of his other die casts, like his Jamie McMurray. So we're gonna see if we can get it.
The only 1/24th scale car I got, Carl Edwards. As you can tell, that big 99 on the side of the door.
Yeah.
Come here for Forza. You just wanted to check me out because you seem entertaining. Thanks, man. I appreciate it so much. But anyway, this is Carl Edwards. I don't remember the year.
We're just gonna put him in a cool way.
I know it isn't 2008 because it came out in the car tomorrow. Yeah, it has an opening hood and an opening trunk. Come on, open. There we go. And the whole car is upside down. It's kind of sad. You silly hood!
If you see how they're lined up, this would be how Daytona was, but only this lane would have more cars, so we're just gonna do these down here.
I have no idea, to be honest. Yeah, I just know that 2005 they had the Tauruses, so it's either 2006 or 2007. It has opening roof flaps, opening hood. Opening
This is how it would be in real life.
Pretty high quality.
They'd have this.
I got it for
They'd have
I got it
these
for
two.
$3.
These would be closer to the front, but these 2 would be, and these 3
Yeah,
would
it
be
was just
taken off.
randomly sitting in a booth.
These 3 would be taken off, so that'd be
Yeah, you guys should go
cool.
to flea markets, because they are great. And then I found this Pontiac Trans Am. You're entertaining. You're going to subscribe. Thanks, man. I'll subscribe to you after the stream. I unfortunately can't now. Thank you for joining. I will tell her. Anyway, one of my only regular cars I'm on today. Pontiac Trans Am. I paid 45 cents for this. I'm not joking. 45 cents. I mean, this booth I found. You're still watching and streaming? Oh, that's cool. Wow. So, this booth I found, they had some really good prices on diecast. There were like 2 or 3 others.
Let's show you this real quick so you can see his stream.
There were actually more like 4 or 5. I found a 1991 Richard Petty and J.D. Duffy. A Bobby Hamilton that I already had. That was like the only NASCAR I had that was there. And then I found 2 generic Masto versions. They were both like
This is
generic
cool though. If you see JD stream, let me glide up.
Anyway, those are the only ones I didn't buy of the NASCAR.
Go subscribe to his channel right here.
It's a Buick, an old Buick, number 24. It
JD
says
NASCAR
Carolina Kid right
31.
here.
Go subscribe to his channel.
Really nice.
Just go subscribe to his channel. He's pretty good at that.
This car.
I really like his, but we're still doing the sign ups right here. So if you're here for a car, go ahead and pick out a car, any you want.
So, yeah, and
All these cars are open. Mine. Yo, what's up? Welcome to the stream.
Sure. And then next, a cold trickle.
We got Kevin Harvick, Joey Logano, an old Dale Jr. 8, Brad Keselowski, an old 26 without the roof, which is going to be race 2.
It's a little beat up, but it's got rubber tires.
Chase Elliott 25, the 10 of Danica Patrick. But we're not using this as Danica Patrick. We're using this as Eric Almirola because Danica Patrick sucks. No offense. But that's either one. You can use a Danica Patrick or Eric Almirola. I don't really care. You have Jimmy Johnson, Casey Kane, another Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon, and a Dale Earnhardt Jr. And for the first time in a series, you get to be both pace cars or one pace car. There's a police car, but I'm using it as a pace car. It makes a good effect. And then we have an actual pace car.
And I was actually
KK.
about to pick up a 51 car that was
Casey Kane. So you want Casey Kane?
I was about to pick one up for $3.
Okay, so Casey Kane
On that for 35
is now signed up for.
You pay like $15 for that in its beat up condition. Man,
I'm gonna
I was just
put this
happy
over there.
to get
So
51.
we got you driving the 5 now.
35 cents, that's good. Am I a huge fan of NASCAR? Yes.
We got you in the 5. Congrats, you are now part of the series. The 5 is now taken. The Farmers Insurance number 5 is on the track. This is going to be our only track that we do. We don't have any other stop motion ones, but just like the Click and Close Cup series, we have just one track. But next season I'll try to make more tracks.
Anyway, that was a really nice car.
But by the way, I'm watching JD's stream, so go subscribe to him if you're not already. Just go subscribe to JD NASCAR right here. JD NASCAR 31. He's pretty good and awesome.
There we go.
I like his video. I
No.
like
You're
it.
very adventurous.
But,
I don't care if you want to go on an adventure or not. You're gonna
But yeah.
stay here for
Love it, but I don't know when we get home.
me too. Oh, cool, man.
It's okay.
New is the best. Wow.
We'll see how but it'll be cool just to see you in the series. So thanks for signing up.
It's literally.
I'm happy you signed up. That's pretty good. We're gonna line them up right here. The rest of the cars are gonna line up. Kind of like a Daytona. We're just gonna
One
line
or
them
two
up.
scratches on the roof. Yeah, scratch over the
There
right.
we go.
window.
And there we go.
So, other
I'm
than
in a
that,
good way. So the 5's taken by
I
you.
love
What's the next car gonna be
Now your
taken?
notifications are on. Thanks for subscribing and turning on the notifications. I appreciate it so much. 10 likes on the stream. Wow. Earlier, I wouldn't have guessed this would happen.
JD NASCAR still talking about.
Our next one.
There's
The fight is taken.
I have a question. How could you do
Oh,
that? Excuse
I'm
me.
actually ending the stream right after I get done showing these. But anyway, the number 08. You may think, why is this one?
That's how I want diecast like those.
I mean, it's a race promotional diecast. I get it. It was only 30 cents too, so for a NASCAR, that's a good deal. I mean, it was really good. It's a Carfax 250. It's an Xfinity car, but still really.
But it's okay. I'm glad you dropped by in the stream. That's pretty cool. So we have all these cars still waiting to be taken, including the pace cars.
At least this one I went to.
I'm just gonna set them in pairs of the teams. So we have Stuart Haas not taken.
Here's an Indy car. I paid like
I'm going out for
there are a lot of 45-cent cars there.
Okay.
It's really nice though. I had to buy an Indy car. I mean,
So Stuart Haas is still here.
Favorite sport.
Penske's still here. Hendrick is still here. The only reason that we have 2 Dale Juniors and 2 Jimmy Johnsons is because depending on what scheme you want, I mean, once you get the 88, you have 2 schemes. Once you get into the 48, you have the same scheme, but one's lighter than the other, so that's going to be good for you. Then we have these 2 cars, the 8 and the 26 without their roof. And then both pace cars right here.
As big of a new fan as I am, why would I not get this? Really, this is so cool. Alright, my top 3 diecasts
There we go.
are right here. First,
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna say her to go because it makes sense to have Danica right by her teammate. So Danica always gets dropped by her teammates.
I had to get this. This is so
But
cool.
if you're in here and you want a card, just comment your name and what number of the car you want, or if you want a pace car, just comment the number or the pace or the name pace car for a car.
At an antique shop with 2010 or 2013 racing race special diecast. I'm not joking. They were $5.50 a piece. I didn't pay 50 cents at all for any of them. I didn't pay that. I
Here
mean,
we go.
I didn't pay that. I didn't even pay 50 cents a piece for any of them.
Still pretty good though. Doing pretty good. We only got one car's taken.
All right.
DJ.
I
know what you mean.
love this car. I had to pick it up when I found it.
Are you new to the channel?
My favorite race on the schedule. It might be a little boring. I just love that they race it.
You must be new to the channel, I'm guessing.
Hello, Newman. Here he is.
You are so wrong.
You're thinking, is this a second? What's going to be first? I'm going to tell you this. It's almost a given that Newman is also going to be first. You're going to wait till the stream is over, then you're going to play Assassin's Creed. Alright.
But, are you new to the channel, dude? Because if you are, welcome. I'm glad you could be here.
Anyway, this is my second favorite car on the list. Probably because, whatever, I'm not thinking.
I'm trying to get as many cars signed up for it as possible. So if you like the stream, comment, like, and subscribe to this channel. And turn on the post notification button to know whenever I upload a video or stream.
Speedpass Sony Altel car. This is so sick. I absolutely love this. Is that a Camaro above the truck? Yes, it is. It's a Bumblebee edition. Really nice. There's also 3 Camaros over here. The green one, the yellow one, and the black one. Along with a bunch of other units. But anyway, my absolute
DJ No KK.
favorite
I'm
car
sure
that I
I
found here.
DJ No KK.
Ryan Newman, number 12.
But you got Casey Kane, the KK. Since you did KK, and he's Casey Kane, so you signed up for Casey Kane. So the 5 is taken.
Probably my second favorite.
Or Dill
I
Jr.
like the TL1 just a little bit better because
Dill Jr.
You're amazing.
You mean so you want Dill Jr. instead? DJ, not Casey Kane.
But anyway, I just found this and I had to pick it up. It was also $1.50. I found it in the same booth. I have a feeling that there was a former Newman fan.
What do you mean?
So one man's lost, another man's gained.
Oh my God.
And I was the one that gained.
So you're still Casey Kane since you signed up for Casey Kane first, so I'm confused. Oh my God, I'm so confused.
I can't wait to experience this race. Yeah, me too. I'm glad that all of you have stopped by. It's pretty cool that everybody has gone and stopped by. You might go to a flea market in 2 or 3 days. That would be a great idea because you never know what you'll find. I mean, I didn't even know.
I don't know who you are, but
actually, all
I can't understand you. No offense, though, dude. No offense. I'm not trying to offend you or anything. I just don't know what you're saying. So no offense to you.
I assume that was existing. No, maybe, no, and I didn't assume this one existed because, it's Carl Edwards and Andrew Montana. He ran that.
So I hope you like this stream so far. If you do, comment, like, and subscribe to this channel.
Also, and I of course knew these two existed. These are on my long list for a while. And then this Treasure Hunt Hot Wheels, I didn't even know that this was even a thing. So, yeah. I knew treasure hunts were a thing, don't get me wrong, but I found some nice cars. Only missing is the 24 car. Yeah, I already got the Byron car for this year. Oh, yeah. I got one Byron car. Until I start making money on this channel, here's my policy. When I start making money on this channel, I'll buy more die casts, and I can probably make more of a legit parody and stop motion series. I'm actually thinking of starting a stop motion series. So I don't know what 1999 car should you make? Make Jeff. And if you've already made him, make Dale Earnhardt. But anyway,
so
thank you everybody for joining.
If y'all signups are still open, if you want a car, come and get it. It's the 5 is already taken by Noser Boss right here on the stream. So
including a video on what the schedule should be like. On what the schedule should be like.
So we're gonna see how
I own NASCAR. So yeah, stay tuned for that. It's gonna be extremely cool, I think. I know one person already did that, but they never really did add many tracks. So I'm going to add some tracks in, and I'm going to take some tracks out. So yeah. Anyway, yes, I will be live tomorrow. Husky. Again, thank you so much for joining. Tomorrow on the stream. Alright, sounds great. Anyway, I will see you guys later. Please like, subscribe, and tell your friends if you enjoyed. I'm pretty sure all of you are subscribed. Whatever. Anyway, I will see you guys later. Bye. Oh man, I streamed for 2 hours more than I thought I would.
So we are still in the sign up phase. If you want a car, come and get one. Still going on. So let's see what kind of car you get. I'm just saying, to be honest, if you're watching that race back in 2000, I think it was 2014 though, when it was Brad Keselowski and Jeff Gordon, and you see just Brad Keselowski getting to the side of Tony Stewart. They're going around turns 3 and 4, and you just see, all you see is Jeff Gordon spinning. So yeah, that wasn't good. But yeah, we're gonna see what kind of cars y'all can pick. Because all Hendrick cars right here, except the Casey Kane car, is taken.
And if you follow, it'll be super funny. Now, prove to me you can work together, or I might be looking for new counselors for next year. Go. You're right. So I'm right there. You're right. We have the same right. Look at you, a big pile of wins and failures. I think it's time to look for some new counselors. But I love this job. I get paid to hang out with my girlfriend and toast marshmallows. If I can't work here, I'll have to take that walk.
So, like I said, all these cars, only one car is taken right here. That's the 5 of Casey Kane. The Farmers Insurance 5 of Casey Kane is taken. I really thought this was a cool car. That's on the track first.
That wouldn't happen without your perfectly scheduled phone. You may be bossy, but you're passionate.
Aw, you guys sure know how to string words together real nice.
All this sappy yapping isn't going to complete the exercise.
But anyways, I just wanted to tell y'all, I hope y'all have a great night. I hope y'all are having a great night tonight. I know I am.
There's a cover your butt, so in the least bossy way possible, I suggest you go right. That's right. You're good. Go forth, my man.
But we've been live for 31 minutes so far. Pretty good. But only by talking about our cars. We're just turning them this way. We're going to turn them this way just so they have a good vibe to it.
Emma, I'm really sorry you were disappointed in your evaluation, but you should know help is the best
We just turned them. Oh my God. I think we're being stupid with them. We're being stupid with our cars.
And Robbie, I promise, by the time summer's over, I'm gonna help you embrace nature. Like Robbie embraces her Bradley Farm Villa.
Thank you.
And the truth is, I do like your songs. I actually sing them in the shower with Gloria Graham after me.
This is.
I ain't saying too much.
Wait. Let's do it back just a little bit so you can see how they're lined up right here.
When you arrived, you said you had a rough landing, which is code for you crashed your spaceship in the lake.
So,
Right, and
so basically that's all we have.
I meant I had a rough landing at the airport. An overhead bin, taco bin, and a suitcase fell on my arm.
Okay, asteroid Brett.
Oh, no cars are taken yet, so. I mean, one is, but that's it. So we're just going to turn down to the corner.
I've never seen one of these. It's a dental hygiene device. No wonder you don't recognize it. And what about this?
If you want a card, come ahead and come get it. First come, first serve. And the 5 is already taking my Noser Boss again. So I thank you for joining so far. And if you want a card, just say the number or the name pace car, and you get one of these pace cars, either the Mustang or the Corvette.
Oh, that makes sense.
Do you have a Newman? Yeah, I don't have Newman, JD, but I do have these two Jimmys. One's lighter than the other, though, but we have a darker one. These will be both of your paint schemes. So, yep, you got Johnson. These were the only 2 Dale Juniors I had, though. I only had these 2 Dale Juniors, sadly. And this will never be Danica, unless you want it to be. But this will always be Eric Almirola, because who wants Danica in a place? So you got 2 teammates. So we got teammates, so the 5 and the 48 already taken. So that's pretty cool. So let me get your name in there. So we got JD NASCAR. 31. MB 48. You're officially signed up. To be honest, I don't know who's going to be signed up for the 2. I hope that Angelina might come and sign up for the 2 because I really think that she's going to do good this year. And so we're gonna also have signups next season for you to pick your own driver from in real life. I can't wait till I'm JD NASCAR 6. Okay. Okay. So you want your name to be JD NASCAR 6? Okay. Let's see. Let me change the name to JD NASCAR 6. There we go. So I don't know who else is online, but literally, I'm literally just sitting here in your Discord saying it as just been here this whole time. Not till the end of this monster season. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're 31. Since Ryan Newman's in the 31, then you're changing it to JD NASCAR 6 for Ryan Newman changing his number. I really think that Ryan Newman should actually stay in the 31 because he actually has a good sponsors on his car like Cat, and I really think if they do, since they're switching him to the 6. They should change the 6 to a new manufacturer, like either Chevy or Toyota, because the Ford's not really doing it for the 6 anymore. I mean, I know the 6 has always been Ford, but something different would be better for that 6 to put it up. I dislike RCR because he has bad pit crew, bad equipment, and it seems like RCR cheats a lot. So finally, somebody who agrees with it, because if I'm going to show you something, I'm going to show you something on my phone because since my phone's charged. If you remember this race, I'm going to show you this race because I thought this was pretty cool. It's 1 minute long. Okay, hold on. It's a freaking ad, but you're definitely going to remember this race from last year, of course. So it's 3 seconds. So here we go. You remember this race. You remember this race right here. It's Newman. It's Newman's car right there. Newman in the 31.
Here we go. He got the side of 42. They're okay. They come off the corner hard. Here comes that
Newman actually had a fast car that day too, because
to the back. Watch that 18 going to turn 3. Inside Stenhouse. Will it stay inside? It's stuck. Yeah, but so did the 42 of Kyle Larson.
There's my girlfriend right here. She's texting me, so once after this stream, I'll go text her. White flag, 1 to go.
Keselowski inside Harvick. Working on Stenhouse.
From last year, too, this is actually a good race because Newman won this race, which is cool.
Newman is set sail, boys. I tell you, he's got a nice lead. They're not going to catch him. 3 wide, mid pack, but out front, Ryan Newman, Kyle Larson.
Yeah.
32nd against. So close, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Off turn 4. Hello, Newman. Ryan Newman wins for Richard Childress Racing.
And it was pretty cool to see him win the race, especially since he deserved that win that day. But I'm planning since it's going to be a little late for me to get a birthday gift from my parents. We're getting $20 to spend on one thing. So I'm going to get some more NASCAR diecast. He was in the top 12 all day in it, from what I saw. Yeah, Newman's actually a good driver. I'd actually prefer him to be – I would have preferred him to have a better car than going to the 6 because the 6 has never really been good at all. It's just who wants – Newman to drive the 6. I mean, I'd rather have him drive something better.
I think Surrey is some kind of witch cop. So remember, if you see it something, say it's something.
But yeah. So I'm glad y'all could join this stream. If you like this video, comment, like, and subscribe. And while you're at it, go check out JD NASCAR 31's channel. I'll put his channel, the link in the description below after this. But I think part of Ross Finley Racing's poor performance are the drivers. Yep. Indeed. And some big news coming from NASCAR, which is something about Greg Biffle returning to race in the 16 at some point. With the Biff returning, I really don't think that's a good idea, but it's basically his choice. But it'd be good to see the 16 back out on the track after a few years. Bane is bad. Spanky crashes a lot. Yeah, he does. Let me show you. Did you hear about Jimmy Johnson's new sponsors next year?
What? Why? Because an uncovered head is the devil's playground.
Yep, NASCAR. There's some rumors going around that Greg Biffle is going to be returning to NASCAR next year, but we don't know.
The name of your egg is TGIG?
Yes, it is short for Thank God It's Groove Days.
So Jimmy Johnson has a new scheme for next year, and some of it's going to be, I think, something about a financial bank. Ally Financial. Yep, and Gatorade's supposed to be on his car as well. And I really think that's going to be cool because that's going to be awesome.
But maybe I could add a few spices. Have some fun with
And somebody did say one other sponsor is coming back to NASCAR just to race for that. And this is one that people said is going to be Jimmy Johnson's new sponsor as well. Red Bull. Red Bull's supposed to be on Jimmy Johnson's car as the new sponsor too, as it might be returning to NASCAR as well. And I think that's badass looking, to be honest. That's pretty wicked looking. It hasn't been on a car since actually, and apparently these two cars up here, which is Valvoline and Red Bull. But it's going to be different seeing Jimmy Johnson in something else than, just Lowe's. He's been with Lowe's since he first started. So I wouldn't understand why Lowe's would leave NASCAR like they are. And then the final paint scheme that's going to be on that car is Gatorade coming to sponsor the 48. And a lot of rumors have been going around that Dodge will be coming back as well for the 2019 season. 2018. Wow. That's actually, dang. So we're going to, Austin Dillon's going to have a throwback scheme next year for Darlington. This is going to be Austin Dillon's paint scheme next year. For Darlington next year, Dodge will break down a lot. Hey, who knows though? It might Brad Keselowski and them might switch back over though. And then we have a very special paint scheme for the driver of the 8 car in the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series. Paint scheme for that car next year will be Budweiser, a Dale Jr. throwback, is going to be on that car. Dodgers are so unbelievable. I think that's why Newman didn't win 2003 championship. I really don't know, but it was good for a while. And Daniel Hemrick is gonna have this sponsor next year. The 31's gonna have AT&T Wireless back on the car. The 11. Joe Gibbs Racing supposed to be switching to Camaros. This will be a big switch. If they switch to Camaros, That's going to change it up a lot, considering the fact that they've been Toyota for a long time. Dodge quality control went down the drain. Yes, it has. I mean, think about it. Every time they were in the Xfinity Series, how many of them cars actually finished the race? Not very, actually none. It was actually it was very rare to see them actually finish up in the top 10. I didn't like it. Zero, especially now. Yeah, I mean, there's like only maybe like two challengers in the Xfinity Series, and they don't even finish the race like they should. And it's like, oh my god. Penske was only good. Was the only good Dodge team? Yes, they were. That's true. Because Brad actually won his very first championship in a Dodge, and now he's made it to the chase. Every few years he'll make it to the chase, but then right after that he'll just fail. And if you want to see the 2018 Mustang for no, that's a Ford Fusion. There. This is what Joey Logano's car is going to look like next year, being a Mustang. Penske is Dodge's only hope. Yes, they are, and this is actually pretty cool. I don't really like it, but it's decent. Oh, not only is that going to be Jimmy Johnson's paint scheme, Jimmy Johnson's also going to have that paint scheme. It's a nice car. Would be much better on a Camaro. Yeah, it would be. So we have news or confirmation that at the end of the season, maybe at the end of the season, that Kurt Busch will be moving to the 1 and carrying the Monster Energy over there with him. And then Trevor Bayne, aka Ryan Newman is carrying the Caterpillar sponsor over to the 6 next year in the Ford. So Ryan Newman's going to keep the Ford, is going to keep that Ford and Caterpillar paint scheme, which is pretty cool. As Kevin Harvick's going to go with an even darker look, as Kevin Harvick's going to get the darker Jimmy Johns. I really think that they should bring back a lot better sponsors. And then we have Brad Keselowski's number 2 Ford. Well, Ford Mustang. Welcome, Sammy. But this is going to be Brad Keselowski's sponsor next year. This is actually pretty cool. I think this paint scheme goes better on Brad Keselowski's because it brings out that better look than he has with it. Liberty National ditched Ryan. Why? And welcome, Sammy. The cars are open if you want a car. Well, if you want to paint, if you want one of these cars, you can pick one of them. If you want one, the sign-ups are still going on. I don't know how long I'm gonna keep the stream going on for, but we'll see what happens. But we're gonna keep it going on for as long as we can. And to be honest, those cars are actually pretty cool. And we're gonna look at some of the 2019 paint schemes, or the 2019 schedule. If I was to take out any few tracks, I would take out most of a few cookie cutters. Add in Eldora as a race for the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series. For one race for Eldora, just to see how they would handle. 2 road courses in one season. Lower Daytona for only maybe 3 race. I think they do like 4 races or 5 races in a single season at Daytona, more than any other track. Open up the road course area at Daytona and change the Coca-Cola Coke Zero Sugar 400 into a road course race at Daytona. Change it up a little bit from the regular ones that we're used to. But be careful when going through wide there, because that's going to mess you up. I think the only confirmed sponsor is Performance Plus, which is why I'm probably going to get the 2017 Bane Performance Plus. I'd say go for it. You can get a lot of those good sponsors. Those are some good sponsors too. But yeah, the way I'm getting on Discord. Okay, sounds good to me. Sounds good to me, dude. But